I might insert this clip that I just got right before I started this video. I was setting up my tripod and I was moving it away from me because I'm trying to get further away. And right when I looked up, a white orb, a really big, good, bright one, shot through. So I'm going to try to edit it. I don't know why I stopped recording, but I did. I think I wanted to hurry up and watch it, but I'll if I remember, I'll stick it in. Oh, wow. I was just in the bathroom. I know you guys are probably tired of hearing that part. And welcome back, by the way. I got distracted. So, as you know, when I'm in the bathroom, I look straight ahead while I'm on the throne. And straight ahead is my bedroom, which is always dark until I go in there. I kid you not. These orbs are just increasing so much. I'm sitting there just watching them coming to me in all direction and all sizes. And it's so amazing. And as I'm watching the lens, the viewfinder thing, I'm seeing them in my peripherals. And, you know, through the light and all that. Some of you, there goes more. Some of you are going to say, well, it's probably dust going through the light. You know how like the sunlight shining in the window, you see particles all over? No, that's not it. That's really not it. Also, I was thinking about this today at work. When I first started the last video that I uploaded yesterday, and I said, oh, the orbs are here. Well, when I seen them, I saw them with my eyes. And that's when I were like, oh, they're here. I did not know there was one on each side. But as I edit these and I remember seeing them with my eyes, a lot of them, not all of them, are between me and the phone, my phone camera. They're not behind me. Some are, don't get me wrong on that. Some are behind me, but a lot of them are between me and you. And I didn't know that until recently. I'm like, wait, I remember seeing those with my eyes, and I can't, with my eyes, see behind me. So a lot of them are between me and you. I found that very fascinating. Also, today at work, so many more came to me all day at work, coming right in front of me and, you know, going around and then going off. There was one that got my attention, and I looked straight up at it because it was going up, and I'm watching it and I'm smiling, and it was a tiny, you could see the orb, not just the cord, and it stopped. And then it started coming back down, and it kind of like sat there just going back and forth. And I'm like, oh my God. And I can't sit there and watch them long because somebody is bound to see me and they're going to think I'm crazy. Why am I looking up and smiling? There's nothing there in their eyes. So I mentally always greet them. I give them gratitude for showing themselves to me. I give them gratitude for coming around me, and I welcome them with love, and they do what they do. And again, I will say that I know not all of them are good, but I still welcome them with love. I don't invite them in or anything. I don't sit there and say, come on in and take my energy. Nothing like that. I still protect myself. I am still protected, and I love everything and every entity, everything. And I used to not feel this way before my awakening. Even shortly after my awakening, I still did not like everything. But knowing who I am, where I come from in my research and everything, and I've changed since my awakening, I have started to get where I love everything, even my abusers. So, I mean, you know, what can you say? You can't hold a grudge and hate everybody, or hate everybody who does you wrong. You just can't do that. That's not a way to live. Just because you love them and forgive them does not mean that what they did was acceptable. That you have to forgive them for yourself as well as for them. And you really don't have to tell them to their face. You just throw it out there. Hey, I forgive you for what you've done. And I release you from my contract. So, that's just some advice from me to you, just so that you know. So I had a visit last night. This one, I'm not sure what was going on with this one. I try not to eat so close to bedtime. And I think I did last night. It's a blur. When my head hurts the way it hasn't been hurting, everything becomes a blur. And my migraine is still in the background trying to come to the surface. Once again, I had a monster today. It didn't help. So if I seem like my neck is stiff or something, it's because it's aching in the base of my skull back there, where all my migraines start. Back on topic. Sorry, I don't know where or why I got off topic. But anyway, I try not to eat real close to bedtime, and the reason for that is if there's food in my stomach that still needs to be digested, my sleeping pills don't help me that much. And sometimes if it doesn't work within a couple hours, I have to take another one, but no more than one. And I can't remember if I ate at bedtime last night. I can't remember. I think if anything, it was an hour before. I remember I started getting drowsy pretty good. I put my phone down, and I just remember I kind of just put my hand down and we're just kind of gave out. And then I don't know what woke me up, but my eyes open. And it's weird how this works, because when they're there and my body knows they're there, my eyes fling open. It's not like, drowsy and your eyes are slowly opening and you're trying to focus. Not like that. And my eyes just popped open, and there were a few beings in front of me again, and the TV static, and they were kind of flashing, and it was like they were trying to show themselves to me. I think everything is a blur. And I remember thinking in my head, oh my gosh, you came to me once again when I'm really, really tired. And I really fought to keep my eyes open. And I kept saying, I'm so tired, my medicine's kicked in. And they know what I'm talking about. They know I take this medicine. And I've even promised them, if my YouTube takes off and I'm able to quit my job, that I will stop taking all of my medicine. So we'll see where that goes. Back on topic. I remember watching one, and it looked like it was kind of going up and out my wall where my head was. And I was thinking about that today, and I'm like, well, they just went in my neighbor's apartment, because my wall where my head is goes into their living room. So I'm like, oh, okay. But anyway, I remember my eyes closed, and I opened them back up, and the one being was still there. And I can't even tell you right now what it looked like or anything. I've been trying to think about it all day, and I'm like, I just can't remember. Sometimes when I think about it, they'll come in flashes, and then the whole thing will come. No. And then I closed my eyes, and I've explained this once before, and it's kind of hard to describe, but I opened my eyes, and whatever was on my bed beside me was on my bed, and it was transparent. I hate that vehicle. I hate it. But it was transparent, and what it looks like is, I'll try to explain it the best I can for those of you who don't know. On where my face was facing, I have a clothes rack that's between my bed and the window. And it's always the area I face, because I'm a left side sleeper. So when I open my eyes and something's transparent there, my clothes will amplify. I don't know why that was so hard. And so it'll look like my clothes are really close to me. And it, you know, kind of looks like a magnifying glass. A big one is right there. And then everything is really close to me. And I remember I kind of like put my head back like, whoa, you know. And I was really trying to focus, and I think I raised my head. I can't remember. And I was really drowsy, and then I remember thinking, oh, okay, I know what's going on. I'm familiar with this. And if I stare or watch too long, it'll just dissolve. It'll go away. I don't know what that is. I don't know if that is my pet, another entity. I don't know. But once I figured out what was going on, I think I fell back to sleep, and that was it. I don't remember anything else. And if I do, I'm sure, you know, I'll add it. Oh yeah, by the way, kind of thing. I am getting a pet Friday. And I hope I don't regret it. And I say that as in, I hope I am really ready for a pet. This pet's going to be a cat. It's a 6 or 7 year old cat. And my coworker, her mom kind of rescued it from outside. And I don't remember if it was this year they rescued it or a couple of years ago. I don't know. They brought it in out of the cold. And when they did that, it wouldn't go back outside. So they kept it. Her mom kept it. And then her mom leaves with her dogs, the mom's dogs, and goes to Florida and leaves the cat behind. So my coworker, her cat, and her daughter's cat and dog bully this cat. And so she heard me talking about me looking for a cat today, and she goes, oh, I have one, because I was going to get one out of the Humane Society. And I'm like, oh, okay. And it's a really cute cat. It's a small cat to be 6 or 7 years old. It's spayed. I don't know if they had it declawed, the front paws, or somebody else did. I don't know. But I do know that the Humane Society had took it off the streets and spayed it, clipped the tip of its ear to indicate that, because they do that to wild animals, and let the cat go. And so that's how it got spayed, whatever. I'm getting it Friday, and she's giving me a lot of things that she already has for it that are extra, except for cat litter. And the cat food and water dish. And the cat's name is Mouse. And I think I'll keep the name Mouse. I mean, it's cute. It's not the name that I would have named it, but I'm real big on, if you get an animal, don't change its name if it's already had a name for a long time. But I might gradually call it by a name. And I've always thought if I had a female dog or cat, I would name it Susie. Why, I don't know. But I might kind of introduce that and work it in slowly. I don't know if I'm too fond of Mouse. My daughter's dog's name is Worm, so why not? I don't know. It's a little Chiweenie. And don't know why she nicknamed it Worm, but she did. And it's called Worm more often than Felix. So, but of course I'll show you Friday the cat. That's all I got. Work's been difficult because we have a system that's been messing up and we can't do all of our work orders. So that's been a pain in the butt. But other than that, there's nothing exciting going on. So yeah. So I'm going to end this here. I thought I would tell you about my visit and my new pet that I'm fixing to get. And say hi. I hope you all are doing well. And I got no comments about my intro and outro clip 2 videos ago. So if you don't mind, if you've seen it, let me know what you think of it. So I'm going to end this, and I'm going to send each and every one of you love, light, and peace. Bye.